You are the leaders of the future. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. In the breaking free from social norms, you put yourselves on a different frequency, a different wavelength than the majority of people on planet Earth. This different means that you are all creating a new standard, a new normal. You are not here to change the current system or to change society. You are here to create something new, and in doing so, you often feel like the weird ones, the outcasts. You feel that you do not fit into what you cannot hold a typical conversation with a person who fits in nicely with the way society wants that person to be. When you believe in extraterrestrials, channeling dimensions, parallel universe, angel, fairies, and all sorts of other things, you are creating the experience of not only being separate, but also not being included. This can be a lonely path that you have all chosen for yourselves, but it is the path that you are on now, and you cannot help but to believe in what you believe. You cannot make yourselves fit into a society that does not acknowledge the things that you talk about as though they were commonplace, wanting to fit in as normal and natural desire. Wanting other people to get you and to validate you and to be able to relate to you is an innate tendency that you are born with. Staying on your path in spite of the fact that you don't fit in and that other people don't get you will have its rewards. You, the weird ones and the outcasts, will be the leaders in the future. You will be the ones who can explain what is happening to everyone else. You will have an opportunity to provide guidance and support to those who are struggling with adjusting to the new normal, the normal that you accepted a long time ago. Bridging your reality to the reality of the majority of civilization is a task that you signed up for, but don't expect them to come to you. You will be the ones who extend out your hands to help and to serve and to bring everyone into the fold of the fifth dimension. Love is the path to the fifth dimension. We have given you a taste of what is to come for humanity. And we are not only the ones who are doing this, there is also energy and information coming to you from your Sun that is meant to show you the light. It is meant to enlighten you to the future of the human race on planet Earth and to give you sneak previews of what it is to come as you bring yourselves closer and closer to the fifth dimensional experience of your reality. The energies are also coming to you from planet Earth and the photon belt. When you put all of that together, what you get is a massive amount of energy, information, and love. This is the most important aspect of what you are experiencing. It is not the DNA upgrades. It is not the cellular upgrades. It is not the unlocking of codes and information within you. The most important element that you are downloading is the love that this universe was created from, that you were created from, and that is the basis for everything and every reality. The point of all of this is not to get somewhere or achieve something. The point of everything is to love, and to know that you are the love that you experience, plain and simple. That is the experience of self as source. That is the way that you connect with each other. That is the way that you find something in your life to get excited about. That is the perfect reason for all of you to exist and get out of bed in the morning and do what you do. It is for the experience of love flowing through you. So embracing this truth means that you give in to that which is calling you, that which is lighting you up, that which energizes you. Because as you do, you find more love within you. You then have more love to give, and the more of it that flows through you, the more alive you feel, and the easier it is for you to step into the full knowing of yourself as a fifth-dimensional being, as an infinite being, as a source energy being. This is truly what we desire to give you a taste of in our transmissions. This is what the Earth, the Sun, and the photons are also encouraging you to feel. Enjoy your beautiful world. It is a beautiful world that you all live in, and there are many aspects of your world that you can focus upon. You do live in a system of duality, and there are extreme polarities present on planet Earth, and those of you who are coming from the light could easily become preoccupied with the dark end of the spectrum. You could easily find yourself looking to remove all the darkness, and in doing so, you would take your focus off what is already right and beautiful and filled with light and love on planet Earth. You don't have to run from the darkness or bury your head in the sand in order to enjoy what is beautiful and right in your world. And you also don't have to go looking for all the darkness with the intent of exposing it and making others accountable. You can send the darkness and those who operate in the dark your light and love, and you can still enjoy your world. You can take what is right and beautiful and filled with light on planet Earth and use it to co-create the new Earth, the Earth of the fifth dimension. You don't have to defeat the darkness in order to do this. So at times you will notice that those who are operating in the dark will get in the way of your enjoyment on planet Earth. But if you let them ruin your experience on planet Earth, then you give them more power. If you let yourself be lowered vibrationally to their level in an attempt to defeat them, then you will have lost your connection to the light. You don't have to worry about those who operate in the dark defeating you, and you don't have to worry about them preventing you from ascending. All you need do is understand that they represent something that is sometimes hidden from the light within you, and use their presence as an opportunity to heal yourself and become whole. The whole you is what will make the journey to the fifth dimension. You are light workers. We are the checkpoint through which the consciousness enters this entire universe. We know about the balance of darkness and light in the universe, and we are maintaining a balance that is slightly favoring the light. Now you might wonder why, at this point in your evolution, you would need any darkness at all. And the truth is quite simple. Those who play the role of the dark are doing so to give you an opportunity to experience something you've never experienced before. You know that you are unconditional love. You know this because when you hear it, that truth resonates with you. But how do you experience that unless you have something truly unlovable in front of you? When you choose to be who you really are, you help to take this universe to the next level. You help to tip the scales even further on the side of light by offering more light. You have your own gateway inside of you, and that gateway has access to an unlimited amount of source energy, an unlimited amount of light and love. It is up to you how much of that you let in, and therefore you are also helping to keep the amount of light in this universe at a magnitude that will always be a dominant force. We together are all ensuring that the shift in consciousness occurs. We get help from you, and you get help from us. And there are so many beings on the side of light banding together, creating strength in numbers. So you see, even a little advantage goes a long way, because those who are playing in the dark are still feeling the separation from Source. And only the love and light that you shine upon them can awaken them to the truth that no matter how far in the side of darkness they have traversed, they are never actually separate from Source. And that is why you are called light workers. The way of love. We are very much in love with each and every one of you, no matter who you are, no matter what you do. For that is our way. It is the way of love, and love is the way that we have decided upon for ourselves. It just so happens that the decision to love is harmonious with our true nature. It is more than just a coincidence, however. It is a calling, and you all receive the call as well. You receive the call to love each other no matter what, but the call is often obscured by the reasons that the mind comes up with to not love another. These reasons can be quite compelling, and they are often chosen over love in spite of the fact that your true nature is love. We want you to observe how differently you experience your life and your world when you lead with your heart instead of your head. When you see someone walking down the street with their shoulders slouched, their head down and forward, and their chest sunken in, you can tell that the person has been leading literally with their head and trying to protect their heart. One of the reasons why many humans choose not to love is because of the risk of getting hurt. When you are walking around your house or down the street or at your place of work, see how differently you experience life when you stick your chest out and pull your head back and lead with your heart. It may seem like a silly and simple trick, but it actually works because you are putting your focus there, and your heart has as much to say about how you live your life as your mind does. The mind is emphasized more than the heart in society, and it's time for that to shift. It's time for everything to shift. It will begin when enough of you are willing to be vulnerable, to love all others in your path, to lead with your hearts, and to forget about all the reasons your mind can come up with to shield yourself and to keep your heart hidden away. And you will eventually do this. You will eventually become beings of pure, unconditional love. If you do it now, and if you do it consciously, you'll have a much easier time with the energies that are coming in. Unconditional love and soulmates. There is something that needs to be experienced firsthand in order to be truly understood by all of you. There is a moment that you'll always grant yourselves in every lifetime, and that moment is an opportunity for you to know yourselves as unconditional love. And it's not a test. No one outside of you is administering the test, and it's not something that you pass or fail. It is simply that moment where you are given the option to love someone anyway, to love someone in spite of something that you find to be unlovable. Now, in countless past lives, you have been given an opportunity to love someone unconditionally, and you have chosen to hold a grudge. You have chosen not to forgive, to hold resentment and anger within you. And those lifetimes create for karmic relationships with others because you need to give yourself the opportunity again and again and again until you give yourself the experience. The experience of loving unconditionally is truly liberating. It is a magnificent experience. It is about freedom and joy, and it connects you so deeply to the person that you are offering it to that everything else that has ever existed between you melts away. That is when you know you are face to face with a soulmate. Your soulmate is usually the one who continues to give you the opportunity to love unconditionally. And you will do the same. Just by being yourself, just by doing and saying the things that come quite naturally to you, you will trigger the soulmate, and you will give the other person the opportunity to love you unconditionally. Now what happens in the moment is so beautiful because when someone else loves you unconditionally, you are able to see yourself differently. You are able to see yourself through the eyes of Source. You are able to love yourself unconditionally, and that is also very liberating. You feel free as you let yourself off the hook for having to live up to your own standards for love. You open yourself to receiving more love, and of course, you are more open to giving it. Knowing yourself as unconditional love is an experience that you'll most certainly want to have. And we certainly wish for all of you that you give yourselves this experience many, many times. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.